What's up, everybody? So today I'm going to review Thunderbolts. So yeah, overall the movie was mid. The movie was mid. Do not listen to the critics overhyping this movie, saying that this is the best movie since Endgame. While Deadpool, Wolverine, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Spider-Man No Way Home are right there, you freaking marks. You guys are marks for overhyping this movie. Rather than waiting the Fantastic Four steps, considering that's more first family, and we've been finally waiting for Fantastic Four movie since freaking day, freaking years now. But then again, the fucking Fantastic Four steps. I mean, I don't know. That also has red flags. Like, come on. But whatever. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk. Review Thunderbolts. But yeah, the movie was mid. The movie was nothing burger. It's a Down syndrome version, movie version of the first Avengers movie. The Avengers movies were way better than this freaking movie. What a joke. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and talk about the cast. And yeah, all right. So we got Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. So yeah, yeah, she was okay in this one. I thought she was better in the Black Widow and the Hawkeye show, but this one, she was just, I don't know. I feel like this was the least. She felt okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe the writing was not there. I don't know, but yeah, she was okay. And of course, um, she's the leader of this group. Even though we'll talk about that freaking Thunderbolts aesthetic. That they finally explained the post credit scene. But yes, we do get two credit scenes. We'll talk about them too. But overall, Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh Yelena was okay. Sadly, her weakest though. I thought. I mean, her acting was alright, but I felt like the character was just. I don't know. I just whatever. Anyways, we got Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. Same thing with Sebastian Stan's Bucky. Okay, I don't know. He was just there in the last minute. I don't know. Basically, I felt like he had 5 minutes, even though it's longer than that, but still. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I thought I thought seeing the Brave New World was way better than this freaking World Thunderbolts. What a joke, man. But yeah, but hey, okay, but definitely the weakest. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Yeah, same thing with Florence Pugh Yelena. Just weak. Just okay. But yeah, definitely not. Definitely the weakest Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier. But yeah. So yeah. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so we got Wyatt Russell's U.S. agent. Yeah, I thought it was pretty okay in this movie. Of course, John Walker. Portraying the. I can't look at YouTube, man. YouTube's gonna freaking can't say these sensitive words, or else YouTube will kick me out. So yeah. But of course, he's playing the DICK. See, similar to Peacemaker, but yeah. But I thought he was pretty okay what he was given. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. But yeah, pretty okay. Not bad. Definitely better than the other two. But yeah, let me see what else we have. Oh gosh. Okay, so we got Olga Kurylenko as Antonia Dreykov, aka Taskmaster, aka Task Mistress. Oh god, of course, the Jenner saw Taskmaster. And guess what? She gets killed off. She gets killed off for 1 or 2 minutes. So yeah, so she ends up getting killed by Ghost. Yes, Ghost ends up killing her. Yep, a Jenner sub character killing another Jenner sub character. Wow. So yeah, man. But anyways, that Taskmaster is dead. Is gone. Is gone. But anyways, so yeah, Taskmaster is gone. I mean, to be honest, Taskmaster was wasted in Blackwood. I mean, they made Taskmaster freaking mute. So yeah, in this one she only had like a one line to Yelena saying that she's not gonna kill her and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden Ghost appears in front of her, invisible power and all that, and puts his gun and her boom blows her brains out, and yep, she's dead. She's dead. Wow. So basically, the marketing fooled you. So Taskmaster's dead. Task Mistress is dead. She's gone. So yeah, but anyways, looks like we might see the real Taskmaster, aka Tony Masters. I think they'll do that in the MCU soft reboot. I mean, that makes sense. So they're gonna save it for the Safari, but maybe they're gonna gender swap. Oh god, they better not do it again. Ugh. But nah. I mean, then again, it's Disney, so you might never know. Anyways, move on. Okay, so we got Lewis Pullman as Bob Reynolds, aka Sentry and Boyd. And yes, Lewis Pullman is indeed the Sentry. They have not confirmed him. This guy is the Sentry. They've been promoting him as Bob. Like, come on, just tell us he's freaking Sentry. And guess what? He is the Sentry. So yeah, and of course he's also the Boyd as well, aka Dollar version. I mean, well, not in the comics is different, but in this movie, he looks like the Dollar version of the Observer from Creepypasta. Remember the Observer? Those fucking Creepypasta characters. The Observer, the freaking black dude with fucking white eyes. That's what he reminds me of. Like, what the heck? Yeah, the Boyd, just with Superman powers and all that. Of course, Sentry is supposed to be a Dollar version of Superman, but besides, and also Dollar version of Superman's, villain. Superman 4, Nuclear Man. Yeah, Superman plus Nuclear Man equals Sentry. So yeah, but we also, so yeah, but yeah, overall, I thought Pullman did it right as a Sentry. I thought he was good as the Sentry, although I wish he was a little muscular. um, but overall, the suit looks better. The suit, the suit looks, the suit, look, the suit looks great. Yeah, man, and of course, as the boy, he was, yeah, I thought he was alright as the boy. And apparently they beat the Boyd. Oh my gosh, the way they beat the Boyd. Apparently they don't beat the Sentry, obviously. The Sentry ends up, beating their, you know, and then yeah, but the Boyd, um, um, they don't really beat the Boyd. They just, apparently Bob ends up, apparently they enter a realm, or apparently Bob's realm, inside realm, and all of a sudden Bob like grabs Boyd and ends up punching him, and yet the rest of the Thunderbolts end up, hugging him and all that stuff to get rid of the Boyd and get rid of Bob's depressed, mind, I guess. So yeah, that's how they get rid of the Boyd, I guess. So yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, and it's Bob Reynolds. He was pretty okay though. Yeah, of course he was a little. Fuck, I'm just gonna say that he was a little cucky, but whatever. But yeah, but I thought he was better as a Sentry. So yeah. All right, what else we have? Hey, we have Charity Bisnet Nadden as Mel, and yeah, there was rumors that she was gonna be Songbird because of course Songbird's real name's Mel Gold. Um, but they didn't even confirm her as Songbird. They didn't even confirm her. She was that she's Songbird. She's just male. So I don't know. Don't know if they'll do that later in the films. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, but overall, she looks fine. The actress that plays her looks fine and all that. And she ends up tasting freaking Sentry. I'm like, okay. But I'm surprised that the Sentry didn't woke up after like what 3 seconds. Like really? He was just laying there for 2 minutes. I'm like, are you serious right now? Really? He couldn't just get up for it. And then of course next time we see Sentry, all of a sudden he had to look like the Observer. Fucking flying around. Like, what the heck? So but anyways, I thought she has a pretty look. So yeah, I thought she was alright in the movie. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Wendell Pierce is in this movie. He plays a congressman named Gary, and of course he's gonna be in Superman. He's gonna play Perry White. So yeah, what else we have? Okay, so we have David Harbour as the Red Guardian Man. Yeah, man, Harbour man. I thought he was. I thought he was pretty okay. I thought he was way better Black Widow, but in this one I thought he was pretty okay. I don't know. I don't know. I thought he was pretty okay in this movie. Yeah, he was fun. And I thought he was a little better than Black Widow, but whatever. Yeah, but he was still pretty okay. Pretty okay. Of course, he was a comedy relief in this one, but yeah. I mean, I felt like they were gonna make him a little bit like Korg. Because remember when people thought Korg was funny in Ragnarok, but all of a sudden his jokes ran out, and now he's just boring in Love and Thunder. So yeah, not this one. It came a little close. It came a little close, but whatever. But yeah. And of course we have Hannah John Common as Ava Star as Ghost, which I thought she was pretty okay in this one. Yeah, not bad. That she was pretty okay. Yeah, she kills She ends up killing Taskmaster. So she did the people the female Taskmaster. People that did not want that character Jenner swap a favor, get rid of that freaking character. So yeah, Yeah, but a Jennersaw killing another Jennersaw character. So yeah, that was funny. That was funny. So yeah, but yeah, I thought she was pretty okay compared to Adam and the Wasp. So yeah, what else do we have? Okay, so we have Julia Louis Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, which I thought she was. Let's see, I thought she was okay. Apparently, she was the secondary antagonist of the movie. Of course, the main antagonist was the Boyd, you know, Bob Sentry, utter self. But yeah, yeah, I thought she was okay. Apparently she, apparently she formed the Thunderbolts. Well, technically, she never named them Thunderbolts because apparently the Thunderbolts name came from Red Guardian. Apparently, Red Guardian. I could be wrong, but I think Red Guardian called Thunderbolts because I was uh, Yelena was part of some basketball team. I think I don't know, and of course her team was called Thunderbolts or something. I could be wrong. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. But and Yelena said it. She was like Thunderbolts. So she did not name Thunderbolts. And of course, at the end of and of course Yelena Valentina reveals her new name at the end of the movie because apparently yeah she sets up these mercenaries inside of a room. Apparently try to kill them. Yes, apparently she wanted all these four people that she hired, mercenaries she hired to be killed. So of course, her four participants are the U.S. agent, Ghost, Taskmaster, Yelena Beloba, and of course, freaking Bob was there, aka Sentry, was there as a freaking surviving patient of the Sentry project. And of course, he survived that project. And, he became, so yeah, and she has yes, apparently she wanted these four to die, so she just set them up. So yeah, but that does not work. Well, Taskmaster gets killed, so yeah, but that did not work because they end up escaping, and they kind of pieces that she was setting up, you know, for the three to be killed. So yeah, so apparently they're going revenge on Valentina and all that stuff. So yeah, and of course they confront her in the Avengers Tower. So yeah, but of course around that time, Valentina has a Sentry, the Sentry costume and all that. So and of course the Sentry fights Thunderbolts and that stuff, and yeah, and the Sentry ends up whooping their, and so yeah. But anyways, but she does not end up being the, but she ends up being the second antagonist because of course they have to deal with the Boyd, the Sentry's other self, and she, of course, and all of a sudden, yeah. But before we get there, Valentina, and, the Sentry, we're talking about, I think I think Valentina was talking about. I think Valentina told the Sentry to kill these guys and all that, but the Sentry was like, "Why would I when they left and all that?" And I will, so something like that, and yeah, and then Valentina was like, "Excuse me, are you disrespecting me?" And then the Sentry was like, and I think that's where the Boyd was coming and all that, and then the Sentry he ends up like grabbing her, choking her, and that's where freaking Geraldine Bismarck and Mel ends up tasering him, shoot him with a gun taser or something, and all that, and he ends up being asleep for 2 seconds. I'm like, really? Come on. Wouldn't he get up from that? Come on now. He's supposed to be Marvel Superman, besides other Marvel Supermans out there. But of course, next time we see him, he becomes the Boy and all that, and you know, so yeah. So the Sentry, he becomes the Boy and ends up ends up doing Boyd things. Apparently, when he touches people, he puts them in his Boyd realm. So yeah, and of course, Yelena also enters the Boyd realm and all that stuff. And the Thunderbolts, yeah, they enter the Boyd realm to find Yelena and all that. So yeah, and of course you do see Bob. So apparently Bob's trapped in the Boyd realm, but the Boyd is taking over. So yeah, and apparently the Sentry's gone. Now it's the Boyd. So yeah, and and of course we do see the Bob and the Boyd and the Thunderbolts in the back, and all of a sudden Bob ends up grabbing him and ends up punching him and all that. Well, the Boyd was laughing and all that, and then all of a sudden the Thunderbolts ends up like hugging him because that's how they will get rid of the Boyd. That's how basically Bob Reynolds' depression mind. And yeah, and also that's also when they do that. Also, that's gone. The boy's gone. The people that were touched by the void and put into the void round, they end up coming back to the universe. So yeah, so overall the void is gone for now. So yeah, but Bob Reynolds is back as Bob, not the Sentry. So yeah, and apparently they've explained something that he can turn to Sentry. That's in the post credits, so we'll get into that. So yeah, but overall that's that. And Thunderbolts, they end up surviving and all that. And all of a sudden they meet Valentina, and all of a sudden they look like they're about to get her, but then Valentina's like running, and apparently shit's apparently um she, apparently she like walks, runs, and all of a sudden Thunderbolts try to catch her. All of a sudden they end up being in a news conference. Apparently Valentina said Thunderbolts out for a new conference, and Valentina was like, "Let me introduce you to the new Avengers." Yes, that's what they're called, the Thunderbolts. Which that's what they're now longer called. They're now called the new Avengers. That's what the aesthetic was for. That was the aesthetic was for. There were new Avengers, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" But then again, there is a new Avengers in the comics. But I'm like, yeah, but none of these guys are, except for Sentry. Sentry is a member of the New Avengers. Besides the Dark Avengers, I thought they were going to be called the Dark Avengers because Sentry's in the group. But not only Sentry in the comics, he's also part of Dark Avengers. He's also part of the New Avengers. So there you go. So the New Avengers. So yeah. So there you go. The New Avengers. Valentina has her own Avengers now. So there you go, man. They're never the Thunderbolts, man. They were never the Thunderbolts to begin with because Valentina didn't even call them that. That was just Red Guardian, pitching that name, and that did not that did not end up. Instead, we got the New Avengers. So yeah, man. But yeah, man, if you're a Thunderbolts fan, like a comic, like a hardcore Thunderbolts fan, you'll probably be mad about this, but you would be mad. They disrespected Thunderbolts in this. Absolutely. If you're a Taskmaster fan, now granted, if you, I don't think Taskmaster fan will care for a female Taskmaster because they already ruined that Black Widow. But yeah, but if you still like the character, even if they gender swap the freaking character, yeah, you'll be mad. They wasted Taskmaster. Wow. Like I said, maybe in the soft reboot, maybe Taskmaster will become male again. Let's see. Who knows? But overall, Valentina, you know, has her Avengers, the new Avengers. So yeah, and Yelena, becomes the leader of this new Avengers along with the Winter Soldier, Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, Ghost, and the Sentry himself, Bob. Yeah, Sentry, but yeah, but overall, that's that. And then of course we get the post credit scene. The credit scene. So the first post credit scene was just it was just a waste. It's just Red Guardian, talking about the new Avengers series with some woman and all that. So that was that. And the second one, it was I heard it was a 2 minute post credit scene. So apparently we see the new Avengers apparently during this new ship and all that headquarters ship I think, but yet and apparently they're new Avengers and all that, and they got these outfits and all that, new Avengers outfits and all that stuff, and all that. Of course, about Reynolds, talking that he can't be the Sentry right now, or else it will also release the Void or something. So yeah, but he'll end up being the Sentry in Doomsday, because of course, and the Secret Wars as well, because they did confirm that Thunderbolts cast will be in Doomsday. So yeah, and I think they also be in Secret Wars. So yeah, and then what else we have? So yeah, and all of a sudden, like moments later, all of a sudden we see a mysterious ship coming on. Apparently, the new Avengers, see this new ship, and apparently it reveals the Fantastic Four's logo. And yes, it is the Fantastic Four ship with the Fantastic Four logo. So yeah, so basically teasing, the next, MC movie, which is the Fantastic Four First Steps, man. Which that movie better be good, man. That movie better be good. There's been red flags. I mean, of course, Gender Swap Surfer. I know that's none. I know that's Shalaba, not Norrin Rad, but still, nobody asked for Shalaba. Everybody wanted Norrin Rad. So yeah, what else? Yeah, man, the Fantastic Four, that was that. And of course, the Fantastic Four are also going to be in Avengers Doomsday, so yeah. But anyways, man, yeah, the Fantastic Four steps, that's going to be the next MC movie, so yeah. But anyways, that was that. And yeah, that was pretty much the whole great scene, so yeah. Um, but anyways, man, gonna make an announcement right now. Apparently, the Fantastic Four First Steps will be my last MC movie review. Just, the wrestling pay reviews. I'm no longer doing wrestling pay reviews anymore on YouTube. I'm doing them on Rumble. Same thing when the Fantastic Four First Steps will be the last MCU movie review. Hell, it might be the last comic book movie review. 'Cause I also will be reviewing the next comic movie that's coming in. That is James Gunn's Superman. So yeah, Superman. That'll be Superman and Fantastic Four Steps will be my last comic book movie reviews on YouTube. Um yeah man I will be also moving my movie reviews on Rumble because I can't with YouTube. So YouTube, I think I might just do short videos on YouTube because I don't want to get demonetized on YouTube for saying words that are too sensitive for, and of course I'll kick you off the platform. So yeah, so yeah, but overall Thunderbolts, it was a mid okay. Give it 5 out of 10. Sentry, I thought he was alright for I don't know. He was Sentry for like what 3 minutes, but still not bad looking. I know what else. Yeah, that's pretty much all I could say. I guess pretty much all I could say. But anyways, man, the next MCU movie is gonna be the Fantastic Four Steps. So yeah, man. The post credit scene. The first one was man. The second one was that was pretty okay. Yeah, pretty alright. Of course, it was just setting up the Fantastic Four. Um, Fantastic Four next movie, and of course Doomsday as well. I guess of course we got the new Avengers, and of course, because of course we don't have an MCU Avengers yet. I mean, Sam Wilson's Captain America has not assembled his Avengers, so yeah. But overall, yeah. But overall, I thought Brave New World was a little better in this movie. I thought Captain America Brave New World was pretty okay. I gave that a 6 out of 10. Yeah, this one 5 out of 10. So yeah, hopefully First Steps beats up those two. But well, let's see. But yeah, but anyways, man. Anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, man, that was it for my Thunderbolts movie review. So yeah, anyways, peace out. That's one.